Give it a second. See if the sound will finally kick in. Hey there, Full Size Life family. Michael here. Day 127. 23,220 steps, I think it is today. And I think it's 17 days away from the half marathon. And a little bit of a late start. Not late start, slow start. Still hurting. Yeah, just dealing with it. I've only got 7,200 steps in so far, so I'm a little bit about 1/3 the way there. And yeah, trying to figure out what I want to do this weekend. It's supposed to rain, so I don't know if going out to one of the state parks is in the cards, and I'm not sure the live is going to happen tomorrow either. Don't think it'd be wise for me to be trying to live stream in the rain, but I'll still get my steps in regardless. I just don't want to ruin my phone. Hi, Luna. My dog over there making a lot of noise. But hello. I'm guessing it's probably my wife, but who in the heck knows? Live chat, all messages. Okay, maybe now I'll be able to see messages. Still got to figure out how to turn on slow. Even though it's not really that much chatting yet. But, yep, it's the wifey. Yeah, if you don't know, she does some whatnot stuff. And she sells yarn and she crochets a lot. And it's her thing that calms her mind. Especially when she's stressed. And I probably stress her out too. Yeah, she's got a live on Sunday. And yeah, so I think it's CCL Mommy or something like that. But yeah. Oh. Just getting steps in, just getting it done. I was kind of wanting to go out to the rodeo tomorrow, but yeah, it's some inside stuff. It's a lot of outside stuff, and not necessarily a concert or anything, just to walk around and see the stinky stalls and the big old cows and the ag stuff. Oh, but yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be raining, which it already feels like it wants to today, but it's single digit chance of rain. But oh, looking forward to that half marathon. Probably ought to look into some gels for it. That's going to be a long day. It's not it's not just you show up at 6:30 and you start running. Since it's downtown, probably ought to be showing up at 5:30, trying to find a place to park and walking your way over there. So I'm sure that day I'm probably going to be in excess of 17, 18 miles. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. Gout's got to calm down first. And I'm keeping my feet elevated while I'm working. Never stop doing that. I forgot to ice my foot last night. or my toe. But yeah, drinking a lot of extra water. Yesterday I drank double the amount of water I normally do. So I just gotta remember to do it more often. Usually I get music playing in my headphones. And that's when I usually remember to drink more often. Every song that changes, drink. But when I'm doing my recording, I completely forget about it. So but pretty nice morning. I mean, it's cloudy, but I don't want the sun right now. So, if y'all are catching one of my videos, I'm 51 years old. I work full time for a living. I used to weigh 505 pounds at least, and I'm training to do a full marathon and lose 100 pounds in 1 year. And we're on day 127 of 1 year. So it's not like a New Year's resolution and 3 weeks later you just gave up or forgot about it. I struggle with food addiction. I eat my stress. I get in my head, and that's usually how I end up putting weight back on every time I've lost it. And bye. But yeah, wifey's got to go back to work. But thank you, love ya, bye. Oh, she's already gone. But yeah, and I started out this journey on October 10th, 2025, with the culmination being October 11th of 2026. And I'm sharing my journey, my weight loss journey. I didn't necessarily start doing the videos right away, but I've been tracking my steps on the Garmin app, and I'm on day 127 of beating, as long as I beat it today, beating the Garmin recommended steps every day. Every day you beat it, it increases. Once you don't beat it, it's either gonna decrease, stay, or a slight increase. I don't know. I don't remember, because honestly, it's been 27 days since I didn't beat the app. So up to 23,220 steps recommended for today. That will put me in excess of supposedly 12 miles of walking. I usually try to do a jog Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays in preparation for that half marathon and full marathon. But gout is kicking my rear end, and yeah, I'm trying to take it easy but still beat the steps. So no hard impacts on my feet. So no running this week until the gout goes away. Hello. Goodbye. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do a live stream every day, 8 a.m. Central, so y'all can walk with me if you wish, or see me get tortured if you wish. And last I checked, I was down to 315 from 340. However, this week's weigh-in, I'd put on 5 pounds, and I'm pretty sure that was all water weight. I am on a calorie deficit diet. In other words, I'm just eating less than I burn. I'm burning more than 4,000 calories a day, according to Garmin. And about 1,500 of those are active calories. Walking, moving, stuff like that. Not just existing. Obviously, you burn calories as long as you're alive and breathing. But I'm hoping to be losing 3 pounds a week. I'm hoping next week I'm going to see a 6-pound loss, because I was retaining water, and I am definitely not doing that anymore. And basically the same time that I stopped retaining water, gout kicked up. So I don't know if they're related. I bet they are, because it just means that I wasn't having a good fluid exchange, and the crystals that gets in your joints, it's my big toe on both feet, but right now it's just the right big toe, aren't getting washed out, they're getting deposited. And just as soon as you start adding more fluids and stuff like that, and it's a medical thing, but I talk too much. Let's get some steps in. Let's get going. And gonna try to do an hour live every day. And appreciate y'all watching my videos. My main goal is the full marathon. However, my main goal is to help people out lose weight, to get out there, help them out, realize that they're not alone. I struggle. I've had the childhood trauma, the worst possible trauma you can think of, that doesn't involve me being dead. And yeah, I'm working my way past it, letting y'all know that you're not alone on that. And that's usually what stops my diet, is me getting in my head. And I'm gonna try not to get in my head anymore, because it shouldn't have any power over me. It was something that happened when I was a kid. So I need to set you down. The strap on the top is getting too tight. Oh, that was weird. It's following me, so it's upside down now. Okay. Well, that actually worked out pretty good. Whoops. Gonna follow me again? Uh-oh, you're backwards. Oh, fun. Whatever. I just won't be able to see the screen very well. It's backwards now. But, yeah. Just getting steps in. Just going. I don't know how to get this to turn back around without just turning it around. Kind of annoying. I don't like it where it's in my blocking my face or blocking my screen so I can't see what's going on. There we go. I think we got it figured out now. Now let's turn this thing back on. Uh-oh, I'm upside down. Why am I upside down? Why are you upside down? Ah, there we go. Who in the heck knows? It's a live stream. You're gonna you're getting all the sausage making. But yeah. Oh, 9,000 steps in. I usually go to where I have 1,000, 1,500, 1,200, somewhere like that. So, gonna go to about 22,000 steps. Then, by that time, it should be about time for me to get to work. But, yep, we're just getting out here, getting our steps. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. Hello. And goodbye. Yeah. But we're just gonna go. Let's see if we can get up to 22,000 before 10:30. That gives me an hour to get my head back together and ready for work. Yeah, the vest is being annoying right now. It keeps on crawling up onto my neck. And it's because I drank water out of it already and it's fitting different. And there we go. Got it down a little bit further. It's also the shirt. This is one of my original shirts I was using for snorkeling. I love snorkeling. It didn't have any lessons, just kind of dived in head first on it, bought a set, and tried drowning myself a few times snorkeling. And yeah, really funny part was me trying to get out of the water. So I was walking from the beach into the water, and I had my fins on. Obviously, they didn't work, so I sat down, took them off, started walking towards the shoreline, and well, I get to the shoreline. Every time a wave came in, it washed out the sand underneath my feet, and I kept on falling over and over and over and over again. I was like, this is annoying. I was trying to get out of that water for like 3 minutes, and I just kept on falling because water was coming in, knocking out my my footing, and well, there we go, on my face again. Yeah, so whenever we're going on a cruise and it's going to be someplace where the water's warm, mainly Caribbean type thing, I'll take my snorkel stuff, and got a cruise in about a month, and I'm gonna take my snorkel stuff with me then, but main thing is I still got to get my steps in, and yeah, the walking. There's a few islands we're going to be stopping at, and not just like 3 stops. I think it's like 5 or 6 or something like that, and some places I haven't been, but yeah, we try to go in the off season, mainly because it's cheaper and it's cooler. And on top of the off season, very few chances of hurricane. Not a 0% chance, but a lot less than if you go in the summer. Yeah, one of the cruises we're on was we had a tropical storm behind us. There was a tropical storm or hurricane or depression that was in front of us, and yeah, I went snorkeling out in that, and that was rough. I don't get seasick, but when I was laying face first down into the water with my snorkel stuff on, and those waves were being that rough, yeah, it was making my stomach queasy. That, and I don't think I'd eaten, or I was hungry at that point, and I probably needed to. People and their dogs, I guess they got an invisible fence or something like that, because they're not going across it, but they're noisy. There's no fence there. And I think that's the main reason why people walk their dogs. It's because they don't have a fence area. But yeah, I like snorkeling. It's great. Yeah, it's yeah. Sorry. Well, a little bit of a hill, and kind of concentrate on chit-chatting and talking, but then that's a bad picture. That was when I was basically almost at my heaviest, and yeah, that's it was a New Year's Eve party. It was a Roaring 20s theme, so I bought me a hat, and of course I wore a black shirt and all that, and it was pretty cool. It was in Austin. It was one of those bars. They rented the bar out or something like that. I got a charter to go from the hotel to the different spots they wanted us to go to. It's pretty cool. Back when people were still socializing, I think. I think this was pre-COVID, so I don't know. But I gotta take a personal break real quick, so I'll be right back, and I'm gonna mute All right, there we go. Yeah. Welcome to getting old. Yeah, it's very, very muggy today. But, oh God. Yeah, eventually. There'll be a bunch of us in here. Just big thing is getting my story out there to help out people. Let them know that they're not alone. And the biggest thing people can do to help me out, and that, share, like, subscribe, post comments. Easiest way to get my stuff out there is to, well, tell the YouTube algorithm that I'm worthy of being shared. And oh, if I click on it, I get chats to come up for a second. Well, that's cool. Just wish it would stay. I don't know. I got to figure out all the settings for this. Still learning. Trying to improve every week. Trying to do something a little bit different to be able to make things better. I might eventually figure out how to stream some music in here, but I have to own it. Not going to get copyright striked or have copyright claims against me. The weirdest thing is I got this thing I'm a member of, and if I use the music from it, I haven't had any problems. No one's putting claims on it. If I go to TikTok and make a TikTok and it ends up putting music in the background and I load it onto here, they take it down because of the music. And I'm like, well, that's great. And I looked at the YouTube music, and anytime it's, I don't know, maybe they had a thing with shorts at one upon a time or something like that. And if your video is more than 3 minutes long, you can't use this song anymore. It's kind of annoying. I'm still learning. Learning about myself, learning about my body, learning how to deal with pain, learning how to deal with stress, learning how YouTube can stress you out. But at 129 subscribers already, I think that's amazing. Honestly, I'm surprised it got past 20. And really do appreciate y'all. And oh, we did hit a new goal. 150,000 views on my videos. Now, actual watches, those are different. I think I'm at about 30% actual watch rate between the shorts and the videos. In other words, they clicked on it and watched it, not just swiped away. But my little parts of my video has been in front of people over 150,000 times. And that's just crazy. And yeah, the click-through rate might only be 30%, but guess what? That may be 30 people who needed some motivation to get out and walk. I mean, heck, I'm 315 pounds currently, last I checked, and I'm going to be doing a half marathon in 17 days. So, insane. Morning. And the goal is to do a full marathon by the end of 1 year. So I'm hoping to take y'all along with me. Well, I'm taking y'all along with me on my journey. Sometimes it may be difficult for me to post every day, but I'm doing it. I'm holding myself accountable, and certainly am trying to do what I can to help out others. And yeah, it's starting to get misty. Starting to get wet because of the mist, but it ain't raining, so I'm okay. I'll live. And the phone will too. Just tomorrow's gonna be interesting. Now, I have gone out and done my steps in the rain, but I'm wearing a raincoat and my phone's being protected underneath it. Oh, so life might be interesting tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. If it's flat out downpouring, probably not. But I got all day to get the steps in since it'll be the weekend. And thinking about joining Planet Fitness. There's a guy. He's on day like 500 and change. He posts this video every day. He goes to Planet Fitness when he doesn't feel like running outside, and been dealing with the flu or something lately, and he's still doing 8-mile runs. And I'll just keep this in mind. Jordan, during the playoffs, in the finals, had the flu and had one of his greatest games ever. Not saying you're Jordan, but yeah, he fought through it. He's fighting through it, and I appreciate that. He's not making excuses. So, and he's a dad. He's a full-time. He's got a life. It's not his profession of running marathons. At least I don't think it is. But dude gets out there and gets it done. And I think he's up northwest. So yeah, it gets kind of chilly and rainy out there. And I appreciate him. He watches my videos. I watch his. He keeps me going. And there's another guy I watch pretty much every day when he posts. He usually does shorts these days. Journey with Sal. Dude is down 200 pounds. He's getting it done. Yeah, he has his days, his weeks, but he's also living life. And he's the main reason why I'm posting daily. And he's the main reason why I'm posting any of it at all. Because if he can get out there, get it done. I mean, the dude swims laps. He does cross-training type stuff. He's still a big dude, but he's getting it done. And if y'all aren't following him, I think you should. I follow him. And yeah, I need to find me as someone who wants to be a volunteer trainer for me. And I said that correctly, volunteer. Helping me out and getting ready for this marathon. Holding me accountable. I need to find an app other than Garmin that'll. I'm trying to avoid it touching my Garmin watch or my Garmin stuff, because 2 times I've set up for marathon training, it reset my steps. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing that again. So if you look at, I'll probably put a post up of my my steps and stuff like that and all that. But yeah, hello, bye. Good bunch of drive-bys. I'm done talking about cars. People coming in, seeing that I'm post, I'm live, disappearing. But where are we at now on steps? We are at 11,500. So crossed over the halfway point for this morning. Like I said, I always leave 1,000 plus whatever the difference is. In other words, today it's like 23,220. I leave the 1,220 for the rest of the day. So, goal is to hit 22,000 steps before I call it quits and start working. And an hour and 45 minutes to do 11,000 steps, or 10,000 and change. So as long as my bladder holds out, I should be able to get it done. I need a drink. I need to keep on remembering to drink. But yeah, if y'all want to come join and walk with me, I'm here. I'm out here every morning. Don't come to my house. I'm talking about YouTube, virtual. Oops. Yeah, I'm out here every morning, getting my steps in. And goal is to lose that 100 pounds in a year. Goal is to do a full marathon in a year. Goal, number one reason why I'm posting them, the videos, is to hold myself accountable and to help people out. help people get motivated to get out there and take a few steps. Pick a goal. Even if it is a 1-week goal, then if you accomplish it, guess what? You accomplished that goal. So if your goal is to do 10,000 steps in a week, do it. If your goal is to do 10,000 steps a day, certainly go ahead and do it. I think there was a study, I don't know who it was, but 7,000 to 8,000 steps a day is where you see the maximum benefit for your health. I don't know where that study was from. Probably watched something on YouTube about it. Someone came up with the magic number of 10,000. They didn't know why. I figured out that the guy who came up with the magic number of 10,000, I think, was kind of a nut. I don't remember what the whole story was on that was, but yeah, evidently he was I don't know. I'm sure there's an origin story to all that. But my goal is to beat Garmin's recommended steps every day for a year, and to help me in my goal of losing weight. Originally was going to try to do rim to rim Grand Canyon at the end of it, because October 10th is like the last 5 days of the season where the North Rim is open. But all the fires and stuff that happened last year, I wasn't sure if it was going to be open this year, the trails and stuff. I know the lodge won't be because it's burned down. But so I pivoted. I mean, a full marathon is nothing to joke at either. I mean, a half marathon in my head is not a joke. So, but appreciate everybody. If y'all have watched my videos, thank you. If you shared them, really thank you. If you've liked them, really, really thank you. And if you subscribed, that's a super thank you. That is, well, it helps get my story out there. I know I keep on repeating myself. Haven't had any coffee. And, well, not sleeping very well. The gout's making my foot hurt so bad, it's hard to sleep at night. So the last few days, it's been rough. And at least it's not getting worse so far. So I'm doing something right. You just remember to drink more. But we're gonna finish this lap up here. Now I'm gonna go take care of a personal thing, and then I'll get back out and finish up the rest of my steps. But appreciate y'all. If you catch this later in the day or tomorrow, thank you. If you want to just listen, great. That's what I do. This is what I don't necessarily watch my videos, but I'll listen to them, make sure everything sounds good towards the end. Depends on what it's like tomorrow. May not be alive. We'll see. And another hill. Oh, yeah, that foot is hurting, but I need to try the Epsom salt thing. I don't know how that helps, but I've got some. I just need to get some water and some type of pan, stick my foot in it, and put some salt, Epsom salt in it. Yeah, half marathon's gonna be rough if my foot's still hurting. At least all the blisters are healed. Mainly. Left foot still got a little bit of a weird spot on it, but that's getting better. I'm doing my best to take care of my feet. The only problem is I'm still beating them up daily. So good morning. We're out here getting our steps in. Goals to hit 23,220 steps today. And they're gone. Another drive-by. But, all right. We're gonna cut this off. Gotta do a personal thing. I'm sure my battery's about to die. Hello again. Thank you for coming in. My name is Michael. Trying to lose weight. And been going at this for a year. I'm gonna go at this for a year. Walking every day. Goal to do a full marathon at the end of it. Trying to lose over 100 pounds in 1 year. So appreciate y'all, the Full Size Life family. Love y'all. Y'all have a great one. Bye. Whoops. Stop streaming.